First off, God is good and good morning. Today, my thoughts, God's channel. That's how I want to lead with it. And something that's been really troubling me, and I have my little list written down so I don't forget key points, is that I believe if you can stay home, one of you can stay home as a parent, will be so helpful in raising kids, successful kids at that. And I usually have these topics that just kind of like trouble my mind. So I'm going to start talking about them. And feel free to chime in. But at the end of the day, my thoughts, God's channel. And I just try to help. Now let's get into it. 1. Children spell love with time. Kids remember presents more than presents, things. 2. If we don't teach our kids value, the world will. And the world doesn't always teach truth, discipline, respect, or even God. 3. A child's cup is being filled daily by someone. The question is, who's pouring into them the most? 4. Being busy can slowly disconnect families. Sometimes everybody lives in the same house, but emotionally live separate lives. That one is really good. 5. Children need guidance, not just supervision. A roof over their head matters, right? But so does wisdom, correction, encouragement, and even conversation. Let's put the phones down. Let's talk about it. What's going on? How was your day? Stuff like that. 6. Small moments matter more than we think. Car rides, dinner talks, bedtime prayers, random check-ins. Those moments build trust. You know what? Let me run to my parents with this idea. What happened today in school, or what's going on in my life? Things that's starting to build and could cause trauma. And we could go ahead and clear the room and start working on it. Because the enemy is always working. Trust and believe. 7. Kids open up when they feel safe. If we're never around, we never notice when they're hurting, confused, or carrying silent battles. 8. Discipline without relationship rarely works. Children listen better when they feel known, loved, and understood. 9. Keeping God at the center changes that home. Prayer, faith, grace, forgiveness, and biblical values create stability in a chaotic world. And lastly, 10. Parenting is more than providing financially. Providing emotionally, spiritually, and mentally matters too. Yes, you're making the money. Yes, you're keeping a roof over our head. Yes, you're doing the thing as a parent. But sometimes we don't call for all that. Simple life, more time home with your family. We don't need the boat. We don't need the big house. We don't need the 6 cars and the toys and all that in the garage. Some of that stuff is our fault. We're trying to give these kids a life that they never asked for. All they want is our time. So at the end of the day, I'm not telling you this because you got to be perfect. You might not be in a situation where you can do so, where one can stay home. But when I started evaluating my life and seeing that, maybe we should cut back over here and maybe we should cut back on this, it created a space where I believe I couldn't even get to. And now I'm doing it through the grace of God, showing me that all I had to do was downsize. And now it's possible. You know what it is to wake up and your kids see you every morning, slow mornings, take your time, hugs, talk about God. It hits different. It does. And I leave you with this. It's about asking yourself this. Are we truly present in our children's lives? Or are we just exhausted and surviving? Because one day our children won't remember every bill we paid, but they'll remember whether we were there in the most important times. Would love to hear your thoughts on this, and let's talk respectfully. Because like I always say, God is good. God guides. Ask God for anything, and he will show you the way. So here I am talking about some deep topics, things that I feel like people don't talk enough about. Or if it's even out there, it's not drifting on my doorstep. And like my daughter always say, peace and love.